Okay, so we're going to do a run through of Saltlands today. Me and Mrs. Green over here. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, just move this off. What is Saltlands? It's a post-apocalyptic game. I say that when you're drunk. Where you are trying to move these rumour tokens around the board, and basically after 6 turns. Yeah, but it'll be more than 6 turns. It's strange how these turn layouts work. We have to, I've got these rumour tokens, there's 4 of them here, yeah, to a particular place, and we have to have a number of objects, which would be the green and the blues in this case, in order to escape the oncoming raiders that are coming. I think that kind of explains it. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So we've set up. I'm going to be the ploughman. Hopefully you can see that. Starts with a bit of armour. And you're going to be?
I'm going to be the little girl.
Okay. And we each have a special item. I get the plough, which is a weapon.
And I get the wrench, which actually recharges. Or...
No, it means that you can take 3 cards
yes.
from here, but it takes a crew action. We'll go through what crew actions mean and everything else.
Yeah.
This will be the 3rd time we've played this game. We've only ever played it cooperatively, because you don't ever want to fall out with your wife, I have discovered. And yeah, that's about it really. You can play it competitively, semi-cooperatively, but we play full co-op. This is our 3rd game, and we decided to go up to medium for this game, didn't we? Because you can play it easy, medium or hard.
Yes.
And we have beat it twice on easy, so we thought we'd crack it up again. So, do you want to be first player and choose where you want to go?
Okay.
Because you've got to start here.
I'm just looking. I'll go there.
Why don't you go here? Because you need to get out of there.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
In this game, if you die on easy, you get infinite respawns, which we found very handy in the last game we played, because you died straight away, didn't you? Yeah. But what we've also discovered is that these cards here are basically the AI for the vehicles, for the raiders, and I didn't know this until I actually started to really go through the rule book, which is actually really well written. We can actually activate these in any order we want, because we were just going from left to right. You know, this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. But we can activate them in any order we want. Yeah? So I'm going to start here. Hopefully you can see that. Let me just check the camera to make sure you can. Yes, that's great. Okay. And turn structure is dead simple. You get wind points to move. You can only move once. It's a bit funky how this works, because we're actually in land sales, these things here. Okay, so we have to use the wind to move. And depending upon the cards, so for example, this is 2 and 2, so it's 4. We get 4 points to spend on wind movement. Now, if we go in one of the arrow directions, single arrows, you can move 1 hex. If you go in this direction, you can move 2 hexes for each movement point you spend. Yeah? And what we found, I was watching a review of this on the Dice Tower, and they were saying, oh, people just want to get into the vehicles really quick. The vehicles are not that good for moving, are they? If you take into account the wind, no. You can burn around this board, yeah, in no time, if you use the wind function. So over to you. But the little girl, she gets +1 wind, doesn't she?
She does, yes.
Yeah, you've
so
got
she
wind.
She gets. So she gets 5 movement points instead of 4.
Yep.
And because I don't have much in the way of weaponry, I want to get out of this area that's got raiders surrounding it as quickly as possible. So I'm thinking I may go 1, 2. I might leave it at that.
That's not a bad idea, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when you finish, everything is adjacent. You can't finish on any of these. These are put out random at the setup. But if you finish adjacent, you can use a crew action to encounter one of them. So if you encounter them, explain what each one does.
Yeah. First of all, I'm going to take this one, because this one actually gives me an extra crew member.
So you need to tap the little girl.
So put that out of the way. Tap the little girl to say that I've
And then you get a
used
new crew.
her. Then I get a new crew member, which will allow me to do another crew action. So with my second crew action, I can take that, which gives me one of the blue cards.
That's right, yeah. Now, an interesting thing to talk about really quick on the player boards is the fact that when you start filling these slots up, your hand size goes down. So on my board, for example, I've got the ploughman and I've got my windsail. Yeah, so I've got a hand size of 10. Whereas what Mrs. Green's done now is she's covered that one up with a person
who's got 2.
Yeah.
And my little girl's got 2.
That's right.
So that gives me 5 for this one and 2 for each of those. So I can hold 9 cards in my hand.
Okay.
Maximum.
And if you pass me the blue card you got, the significance of these cards are basically in a co-op game with 2 players, you have to have 3 of one colour and 2 of the other between you. Now you know you can have 3 blue, 3 green, 3 green and 2 blue, 2, and all that type of thing. But we have to have this number between us and have solved the 4 rumours. How do we solve a rumour? If you just take that off me. Yeah, we solve it by going on to one of these tokens, and we'll explain how a rumour works when we get to it. Okay. So now you've had your phase, haven't you? Yeah. So now you get to choose some of these. Now, because I've got 1 armour, yeah, it might be beneficial to do the speedster.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you turn it over. Now, if I explain the card, it says here that the raider's going to move, and the speedster's got to move a 4. It's indicated on its card. So this is the speedster. It's going to move and do 1 hit. But because I've got armour, I can ignore that. Yeah? But what that M means, if there's any M's on the board, you can see there's C, B, B, A, they would spawn. But there's no M's on the board. That's a pretty lucky draw, actually. Now, who do you want to go next? It doesn't matter because the attack is dictated by these. Yeah. So it's probably as well off getting this one out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Maybe the bulldozer.
No, he moves 3 though.
Oh, right.
Well, yeah, you can do if you want. Yeah, because it keeps him further away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
the
bulldozer, if we look, and we're only going to show this a couple of times, has got a B on it, but it moves and does 1 damage. But because I have armour, it's just going to move there and bounce off my armour. But that means anything with a B on will get a bulldozer. So we get a bulldozer here and a bulldozer here. And then it goes to my turn. And that's turn structure, isn't it? You refresh all your stuff and off we go. Now, I'm thinking of going here, but that doesn't really help me. But if I get here, I can get a crew action and solve a rumour. What do you think? Yeah? Now, the way, remember how this works, I can go through things. So, because this is pointing this way, that's 1 movement, 2 movement, 3 movement. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so I'll do the same thing that Mrs. Green did. So I'm going to take that, which gives me an extra crew member. So I'll tap this guy here. And then I'll tap that guy to do a rumour, which we've got to do 4. So if you pass me a rumour card. Now on a rumour card, because in bigger games you get 3 rumours to go at, you get to choose the top or the bottom, and it moves these around. The only way, there's a couple of ways that you can get these hexes to reveal themselves. One is actually with a pair of binoculars, that's another way, and you can actually spend your blue card, but we don't tend to spend the items we need to get out, do we?
No.
Yeah? So with this, I've got a couple of choices now. So this one can move northwest, which would put it there.
That corresponds to the first one with the symbol on it.
Yeah. So this one here could move northeast to go here, and then that one would move north to go there, and I think that's not a bad idea actually.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so that one goes there.
And that one, I'll turn this over.
Yeah.
It's the wrong way round.
Trying to get the letters right. Yeah, because all the letters have to correspond in the right direction. This now goes here. Now what happens is a couple of things, yeah? That
This
moves
one
into there.
goes here.
Yeah, they're not actually on anyway. I mean, you could put it there to show it's on this hex. But if you start getting the token bag, in there is a random set of these tokens. If you take one out, we go from top to bottom. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah?
1. 2. 3.
Okay, and then we go 1, 2, 3 for this one. So just pass them to me one at a time. They're not great ones.
I have one complaint, it's that this bag could do with being a little bit bigger so you can get your hand in it.
The thing is, in the rule book, they call that the
So-
Raider bag, and that really threw me.
Yeah,
Oh, hang on, that goes there.
3.
3, and that one goes there. Now, while we're talking about it, we've got some different terrain on the board. These are dunes, these are saltlands, because in the world of saltlands, the seabed has dried out and everything else. So we've got dunes, saltlands, and mountains. Now, we can't go through mountains, because on our cards it says there that we can go through dunes and saltlands. But some of the vehicles can't go through mountains either. Some of them can't go through dunes as well. But we'll come to that when we need to. Okay? So, the first one I'm going to, because I have to activate now, don't I? Is this one. Okay? And that's saying that it moves, and I've got a move of 3, but they can't go through that. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. I want to keep them away from you. Yeah? Saying that, they'll go to the nearest person, so they would have to go there, wouldn't they?
Yes, they would.
Yeah?
They're actually halfway, right, smack bang in the middle of us.
Yeah. And then we get pickups on C. You got any
It's
C?
just one there
Just one
as far
there.
as I can see.
Okay. And then we have, now this is interesting, the truck is not going to attack, but he's going to get +3 movement, which is actually probably the best that we could have hoped for. Yeah. So if we do the movement first, so this truck can't go over sand dunes, so he's going to have to go 1, 2, 3 to me. Yeah. And that means that they now spawn on A. So we've got an A here, which is on a mountain and it can travel on a mountain. And we've got an A over here that it can't spawn on because it can't travel on sand dunes. Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
That one goes there. I think we've got that right. If we've got it wrong, let us know. But if it can't...
Yeah, makes sense.
Because it can't move on sand dunes, so how
Yeah.
would it spawn there? Yeah? Okay, now it goes over to you again.
Right, so what do I want to do? Okay, so I'm going to go with my movement. That's 1 movement, that's 2 movements. And I will take, I'll exhaust her to take that one, which gives me a green card.
They're over there. These count towards your hand limit as well. Yeah?
And then I will exhaust my other crew member to take this one.
If you hold it up to the camera. What that means is you get 3 of these cards from the Mirage deck. So you get those 3. What you got?
And I have got oh, okay. So I've got
A map.
a map and another map
Okay.
and some fuel.
What's good about the map, what's good and bad about the map is that it doesn't cost a crew action to use. When you've got a broken card here, it's basically you discard the card, whereas if you get a card like that with a person on it, you have to do a crew action to use it. So you could open up 2 of these, but I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
Because the more of these that are actually open, Yeah.
Yeah, the more raiders come
Yeah.
out. So that's what I have.
So are you doing anything else this turn?
No, because I obviously can't move anymore. Because you can't split your movement.
No.
You can move, but if you stop to take an action, that's the end of your movement.
Yeah.
You could take an action before you start your movement, but not after you've stopped.
No. Right, so now this is where the turn phase gets a bit strange, because these all go away now. So do you want to take those away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And we don't get another phase here, we get the wind phase. So what happens is that this top one moves up, and we take one from the top of this deck, and if you look here, the wind strength has gone down by 1, and it's going to move. And this is where we found that it can really mess your game up, can't it? So this is going to move around once in that direction. And because of the way wind works, you can't sail into the wind. Yeah? So obviously now no one can go that way. You can zigzag to go backwards, but you can't do, you can't go directly into the wind. And then it goes to my turn. Now what I'm thinking of doing is, the problem is with the pickup is it's got 4, you need 4 attack to kill it. So I just don't have that type of attack. Yeah? So what I'm thinking of doing is, because it's only 3 points of movement now, yeah? Going there would cost 1, and going there would cost 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then I can exhaust both my people. 1, I'll get 3 cards. Okay, so I've got another spear. Oh, I've got a kukri knife underwater. And then I'm going to do another rumour, because we do have to solve 4 of these, so if you can pass me the rumour card, I'll put it on here. Okay, so here we go. So this one here could go south, which would put it this way, or it could go southeast, which would take it off the board. And that one...
No, it's this one.
It's that one, is it?
It's southwest or northwest.
Southwest or northwest? Northwest would take it into here.
Mm-hmm.
But if that northwest takes that into there, then that means that would go south back into there.
Mm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But then that opens up the middle tile, which is an absolute pain. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Flip it over. Okay. So now that token goes in there, and now we need 3, go from top to bottom. Yeah? On these little areas with the tokens. Okay, which one was first?
That one.
Okay, that one, then it was that one, and then it was that one. Okay, right. So that's the end of my turn. Yeah. Now I get to select these. Now I'm going to make a suggestion here that we select the speedster and the pickup, because otherwise if I select that, it's going to come down and attack you. You've got too many of these around you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yep.
So the speedster, okay, he's going to move. He's got a 4 movement, and he can't go over June, so he'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty much to get between us. Or actually, it would be nearer to you anyway. And then he spawns on an M, so...
There's one here and one here.
So the board fills up pretty quick. Yeah, no other ones, is there?
Nope.
And then the pickup. Now the pickup's got a move of 3, and could he reach you? He could actually reach you, but you've got a crew member to get rid of, haven't you? So, okay? Okay, so the pickup, or pickups are going to go 3 and do a damage of 1, because that's what it says on the card. So this one's just going to go here, but I've got armour, so I can ignore that. And this is going to go 1, 2, 3. Now, if you're hit and you've got no armour, the only way you can save your own life is to either get rid of a crew member, use a health kit, or get rid of one of those green cards, because they heal you. So, what are you going to do?
I'll get rid of my crew member.
Okay, so pass it over here. Yeah.
Mhm.
And now they spawn on C. Was it the pickups I just did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So there's only one C on the board,
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
which is that one there. And then it goes over to your turn.
Right. Okay.
Remember, we've only got 3 movement points.
Yes. Although, I get an extra one. Anyway,
Yeah, so you get 4.
I've got 4.
You can use your wrench as well. I would get out of there as far away from them as you can.
Yeah, I was thinking that I'd probably take advantage of the 2 movements going up and go. That's 1 movement.
Yeah, that technically
2,
isn't there.
3, 4.
Yeah, but
And
you,
then
gotta,
I can
you have to
pick
activate the truck, the trucks next time, and he can reach you. Whereas if you go here, oh yeah, but that's going to activate, and it's got a movement of 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Choices.
Okay.
Could you go?
I could.
No, because I've still put you in with the truck, don't I? You're in a bit of a pickle there. What about? Because you can't go that way, can you? Because of the wind.
I'm thinking actually, wherever I go, of maybe using my special ability and getting some cards.
Why don't you do that first? So if but you'd have to tap that person, which means you won't have.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Is that what you want to do?
Just looking. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But they're going to activate next turn.
And I can't go over mountains. But if I've got some, if I do my search, I might be able to get something that will protect me.
So what the wrench
in the
basically,
event of attack.
what the wrench actually means, is rebuild, and rebuild means that you get to take 3 cards, and then you have to discard 3 cards. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, because the maps are not going to do me any good.
No.
So I'll take those 3 cards. Right, I've got. That's handy. I've got another spear, so I can attack something.
Let's have a look where you are.
Right, I've got 2 spears now. I've got another fuel, which fuel can help you move an extra 3 spaces.
Yeah.
And it can also
no, it can't, only if you've got a vehicle.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So only if you've got a vehicle.
Yeah.
Because you can get, if you kill a vehicle, you can get to take a vehicle.
But you can use it to attack.
Yeah.
So that means I've got 2 fuel.
Right, you could. No. Oh, yeah.
Get rid of those 2.
This can't go through dunes.
Possibly that. Right. So I think they're the 3 I'll discard, which leaves me with 2 spears, 2 fuel,
but
water, and my ability.
Okay. But you need to. Water's really good. When you discard it, you can refresh your character, so you can get another turn. So are you going to use that water straight away to refresh? Which is why I would get rid of one of the spears and not that.
I haven't got much in the way of weaponry though, because I'm down. I've just got the 1 spear. Oh, I've got the fuel as well.
Yeah. So they go to the discard pile.
Okay.
I was thinking, I'm not telling you what to do, right? But if you go here
and go back to that group
and refresh, you could actually kill that because.
Yeah.
But that's going to activate. That's the problem. Yeah.
Mm.
Or you could go 1, 2, 3. But then they're going to activate and go there. No, because I can drag him to me.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but then he's going to activate and hit you.
4.
Yeah. He can hit you. So you need to think about. He will come one way or the other. We get a choice. So I will choose him to come to me. Yeah. And I will choose that one to come to me. That and that are not going to activate. So if you ended here. Yeah, on your next turn you could get another person.
Yeah. And I could actually use my water to reactivate her and then maybe hit him anyway.
Yeah, but to hit him, you're going to have to cause 2 damage.
I've got my petrol which does
2 damage.
2 damage.
Which you can then throw away.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Okay. So, what was it?
So you've got to get to here.
1, 2.
That's 1.
3.
No, look. 1.
Yeah.
2. Oh, you can't go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
That's fine.
Okay. Then use your water to refresh.
That refreshes this character so we can do something.
And
then I can use one of my fuel on him.
That doesn't actually cost a crew action.
No.
Right?
Oh, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't, right? But that will kill him.
That will kill him.
Okay. Hang on, let's go through the process. Do you want the vehicle?
No.
Okay, so the vehicle goes to the discard, but you do get one of the gun cards, which is that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that's given me a gun.
Which is cool. Yeah. Now, because that didn't cost a crew action, you can take this crew member.
Yeah. And with that crew member,
then do this.
I can then exhaust him
to do the other one for 3
to do
cards.
the other one and get 3 cards.
What's your upper hand limit now? Because
my upper hand limit is still 9.
So how many have you
got? My
got?
crew member
2,
back again.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you'd have to discard a card.
Yeah. Oh. So
that's good. Swap it out. Is it the armoured
that one? No, it's not an armoured one, but it gives me 4 cards instead of 3.
Yeah, then.
So if I swapped that with the one that I have,
yeah, that one gets discarded.
Then I've now got, instead of only having 9, I can hold 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards. So that means I can keep both of these.
Yeah.
And I've got another fuel as well.
Okay, well you're doing quite well now, aren't you?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, so now you select what order these run in. Do the trucks first.
Select which order they're running. Do the trucks first.
But that's good because they're going to move 3 but they're not going to attack. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. This one's got a movement now of 5. So he's going to go, and he can't go through dunes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any more trucks? No?
No.
And they're going to spawn on A's. So there's an A. Oh no, we said they can't. There's an A there.
Yeah, there's an A there as well.
There's an A there. Is that all of them?
Yep, looks like it.
Okay, and then you've got this one, which again is not going to attack. And that can go over everything, the bulldozer. So that one's going to come to me.
You're surrounded.
This one's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's not looking good for me, is it?
You can move in one direction.
Oh no, you can move through them.
Oh yeah.
You can move through them. But now they spawn on C. Any C's on the board? Don't get there are.
No C's are visible, so that's fine.
That's cool. So now, that was your go, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
So now it's my go. Yay. Okay, now I'm in the doo-doo, aren't I? So, what I could do is try and kill some of these. Yeah? Which is not really helping us, but I do have 2 water as well. So, how much damage does a truck take? 3. A bulldozer takes 2, doesn't it? So if I tap him and use his scythe, yeah, and that'll kill a bulldozer. I'll kill that one. That means I can take the card if I want, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to put it there. But then I get one of these cards, which is a shotgun. Yeah. And then the trucks take 4 to kill. They're nasty, aren't they? The trucks, but they move slow. So how much does that one take? The pickup takes 3 to kill. So if I tap that and then use the shotgun, yeah, that will kill the pickup. Yeah. And then Do I want the pickup? Nope, we're going to discard. And then I get one of those and one of those, which is a gun and another spear. Loused out with spears. Right. If I then use my water to refresh, trying to think, because I need to get out of here, don't I?
Mm.
Yeah, I need to get out of here. Let's have a look at this. There's only 3 movement points. I could, and I'll be far away from everyone now. I could go 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
Yeah. But before I do that, I'm thinking of that's out of the game. If I refresh this guy, yeah, with the water, yeah. So I've refreshed him with the water. That also refreshes the card he used. The bulldozer's only got 2, so I can use it again to kill him. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's no bulldozers to go in the pack now, so that's fine. But I still get one of these cards. They're the good ones, which is armour, which is fantastic. So I can use that to negate any big damage that comes my way. So he's tapped, and then let's have a look here. Could I do anything else? No. So my idea is to maybe go up here to then use the wind to come down here. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 1 movement, 2 movement, 3 movement to there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything refreshes. Now I need to check my hand size, yeah, because my hand size is shorter than yours. So I've got 8, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got bang on 8 cards. Okay. Have you taken 2 off there?
They've all gone.
Alright, is that a... Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So that's level 2's gone. Now wind changes, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, so that one slides up, and then we get another 2 wind, but now that goes back that way. And then it goes over to you. But we do need to solve some of these rumours.
Yeah, we do. So. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, because I get that extra point of movement.
Have you got any armour? No, but you've got a person, haven't you?
I can pick up the rumour.
The problem is, well, in that case then, if you do that, what you want to do,
Or
if you do that, then you want to activate these 2 on your turn, because they're nowhere near you. If you could get
I mean, it's either
there,
that or I attack
no,
some with
can you
my,
get there?
with my fuel.
Can you get there?
That's what I was just thinking. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, go there, and then you can do both of them.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Then I do tap her to get that one, which is the rumour. And that means this one can either go northwest or northeast.
That'll take it to there.
This one can either go northeast or northwest.
So they could both go northeast?
No, it's northwest and northeast, or northeast and northwest. They're opposite.
Right. So northwest would take this one over to here, and northeast would take that one to here, yeah? Whereas northeast would take that one to there.
And this one
to there. No, it
That's
wouldn't. It
north,
wouldn't
it
move.
can't move.
It wouldn't move. But
Yeah.
that one would go there.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Do you think it would be better? Oh, that's north, isn't it? Not north. What? Not northwest.
Northeast here.
Yeah. I guess I guess the northeast then, and leave this one where it is.
Yeah. So that moves to there.
Yeah.
That's our third rumour now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're on course for Solving the problems.
And we need 3.
Top to bottom, one at a time, yeah?
Mhm.
So, put that there.
So first of all, we've got that one.
Yeah.
At the top.
We'll do this one.
That one.
Okay, it's another rumour, which I'm quite near.
And that one.
Okay. Okay, that's not too bad actually.
No.
Right then, so now you choose to activate. If I was you...
I didn't do my other...
Oh no, yeah, you need
thing,
to do your
did
second
I?
one, yeah.
Yeah.
3
so
cards.
with my other character, I'm going to exhaust him, take that and get 3 cards. Now then, I've got some... Oh wow! Oh wow! I have got a first aid kit.
That's handy.
I have a helmet for protection. And I have some body armour.
How many
protection.
cards have you got
Now
now?
I can have 13... Is it 13?
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wow.
So I'm okay.
That actually changes things quite a bit.
That really helps because they can all come towards me and I can kind of fend
So
them
who
off.
do you want to...
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I can take 4 hits without being
hit? Without being killed?
Without being killed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, from one thing.
So who do you want to activate?
Which is the worst?
Well,
Possibly...
the speedster's not too bad.
Well, they're
Remember, the damage comes from the deck.
yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Which generally does the worst hits.
No, you don't know, do you? Because all the cards are
Okay.
mixed up. It's not like this one will do
Yeah.
more than this one, or this one will do more than that one, because they're all mixed up
Yeah.
at the setup.
Oh, let's just go for anything, really.
Right, so you're going... Well, I thought you were going for speedster then. If the speedster will come and hit you.
It's fine. Go for that.
So speedster moves
Moves
1.
one.
It hits you for 1. Now you
Yeah.
can discard a
That's
health kit,
fine.
or the helmet. Discard the helmet.
Helmet. That
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay. And this speedster moves, and I believe he's closer to you than me. Oh no, no he's not. He's closer to me, isn't he? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. So he will go to there. This speeder will go 1, 2 and hit me, but I've got armour. Yeah. And now they spawn on A and H. Now we're not playing on hard, so that's good. So we've got A. Any more A's?
You can't go on there. It's a sand dune.
Okay, that's fair enough. Any more A's? No, there's no more
No,
A's.
that's it.
Okay, so they don't spawn. So if you do your next card.
My next card, I will go for maybe the
I think the truck would be a good idea.
truck.
Yeah. Okay, so the truck will move and attack for 1. Now this guy's close to me, so he's going to go 1, 2, 2, 2. They're a lot closer to me. Oh,
Yeah.
is he a lot closer to me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can choose. Yeah, so I'll get him. Saying that, I'm going to get him to come towards you, because you're not going to stay there, are you?
No, no.
This one's going to go 1,
I'm going to
2.
hightail it out of there.
And now they
And
spawn.
there's one here as well. Has he moved? Don't
No.
think he has
1,
he?
2. Yeah?
Mhm.
Now, they're going to spawn on C and H. Now, there's only 1 left to spawn, so only 1's going to
Okay.
spawn. There's only C's on the board.
There's no C's on the board.
Well, he ain't going to
Because of
spawn then. Okay? Then it goes to my turn. Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. So, let's have a look at this. What do I do? See, I was going to come here, but there's no point in me coming here. I need to get some thingy cards, don't I?
Yeah, I've got a blue and a green.
What I can do is I can use 2 of these spears, yeah, by discarding them, but I'd have to use 2 crew actions to do that, to kill that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that gives me that, but I'm not going to take it because I don't want it. Yeah. And then I get one of these, which is a pick, which is rubbish.
Take your pick.
Yes, literally. Okay, and then I'm thinking of coming down. I can't make it, but I can if I go 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
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 1, 2, 3, and then if I use my water, I can refresh that guy to tap that guy to get a blue card. Yeah, can you pass me a blue card? So we are building up what we need, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards now. Now it's my turn, yeah, and I don't have much of a choice. So let's do the bulldozers first, because none of them are going to move, they're just going to spawn. Yeah? So bulldozers spawn on A's. A
One there, didn't
can,
bulldoze.
yeah,
They can go on.
and here. And they're going to spawn on M's as well. So we've got M, M, any more M's? Yeah,
There's one
there.
here.
That has just emptied the whole thing of bulldozers. Okay, yeah. And then the pickup moves. So the pickup's going to come and hit you for 2. But this is where you have to be clever, right? 1, 2. Because that pickup, you could get rid of your first aid kit rather than your armour, or you could get rid of your armour actually, because it's got 2 either way. So what do you want to get rid of?
I'll get rid of my first aid kit.
Yeah, so you don't die from that.
Really.
Yeah? And then, any more pickups? Let's have a look. There's a pickup here, yeah? Which, he's nearer to you than me. Yeah? 1, 2. Any more pickups? No, there's only 2 on the board, aren't there? Yeah?
Yeah.
And then they spawn at B and C. Now, I don't think
there's a B here, and there's a C there.
So we've got B.
And there's a B up here next to you.
B. B. Yeah? And now it's your go, I believe.
Right, okay.
Okay. This board's looking busy now.
Yeah. I'm just thinking the best way to get the cards that we actually need. Would it be worth me going down to collect that one, or shall I just hightail it and
well, there's another green up
go
here.
for the other green? I've got
But there's
one
no other green out.
I've got 1 green.
Yeah, and there's only 1 there and 1 there. The problem is, well, next turn we're going to change wind.
Yeah.
So none of them are going to move. Yeah, so that's not a bad thing, is it?
No.
But what you could do, you got any weapons?
I've got 2 spears and 2 petrol, so I can actually kill a couple.
Remember,
of them.
they don't take a crew action, the petrol.
No.
Right, but
it might be worth.
The pickup
taking
takes
out
3
some of
though.
them.
Pickup takes 3.
I can use a fuel and a spear.
No, yeah, you can, but you'd have to use a crew member to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you killing that pickup?
So a fuel and a spear.
That kills the pickup, and you get.
I'll use her.
Nope.
Put the spear on her.
So
And
swap
that
you that for
goes
that,
away.
and I've got to give you another card, yeah.
I've got a gun.
I've got to give you that.
And I have another helmet, so that's
Are you
good.
swapping into the pickup?
No.
No. Okay. And now.
They don't move fast enough.
No, I don't think the vehicles do. And now, do you want to kill that speedster?
Yeah. So the
that won't cost you an action if you use
No,
your. Cause it takes 2 to kill the speedster.
There you
So
go.
The speedster's dead.
Let's get rid of that.
Let me just sort out the speedster card. What card's that? Oh, put on the wrong one. Okay, right. So you don't want to swap into the speedster?
No.
Okay.
So I get a gun card for that.
So you get a gun card for that one.
And that gives me, wow, another gun.
Okay.
Which has 3 hits. Wow. I'm pretty well tooled up now. I still have my movement, and I still have a crew member, and I can refresh one if I need to. I can't move down.
No, but you can move.
But I can move across.
Oh.
1.
No. Look at this.
2.
Were you there?
Yeah.
You can't move down, can you?
No.
Because it's blank. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with my second crew member, I'll pick that up,
Yep.
which gives me another green card.
Okay, so we've got
I
2 of
have
each
2
now.
greens and a blue, and you've got a blue, so
Yeah.
yeah,
That does you.
finishes my go.
They all go away.
They clear away.
Right, this one moves up, and then we get out another card, and that turns this 2 this way. So that's 1, 2, and it's back to 4. And at that point, I think we'll stop for now. Yeah, because no one wants to keep watching this unless they really, really want to. If you want to see how the game ends up, I actually think we're doing really well.
Yeah, I think we are
so far, because this game can get brutal. In order to win the game, we both have to be on the same tile of the colour that we've got 3 of, with no enemies on it, which is easier said than done. But we're going to stop there for now. And if you want to see how it goes, watch the next film. If not, I hope you enjoyed this and you get an idea for how it plays. I'll probably say this at the end of the other film as well. I actually got this, because this game's been out a couple of years now, and I got it in a sale for £21. And I can tell you now, for 21 quid, it's been really good.
Yeah, it's well worth it. Yeah.
So, hopefully, watch the next one. If not, bye.
Bye.